Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zaini Nurdiana. I'm from Academic Reading D. Today, I would like to review an article, and the title is Why Looking in the Mirror is So Hard for People with Eating Disorders. This article is taken from the Jakarta Post by Valentina Cazzetto and Sofia, and it accessed on 2nd October 2020. Eating disorders, such as anorexia and bulimia, are estimated to affect more than 16 million people worldwide, considered to be serious mental health conditions. In many cases, food intake is either unrestrained, excessive to point of being, or progressively reduced to smaller and smaller quantities to enable a person to lose weight. Many people with an eating disorder experience what's known as body distortions. This means that what they see in the mirror is different to what other people see when they look at them. Very often, a person with an eating disorder will perceive their body as too fat or too imperfect, despite them seeming emaciated to others. Research has also found that people affected by eating disorders struggle to accurately perceive their internal bodily signals. This means that body information such as feeling hungry or full, or whether your heart is beating quickly, that people usually sense and engage with unconsciously, is blunted and ignored. Instead, there is a tendency to focus more on the appearance of their bodies. People with eating disorders will often look at their bodies to check for signs of weight gain. One popular treatment approach for people with eating disorders tries to directly address body image disturbances. Mirror exposure therapy involves patients wearing revealing clothes in front of a mirror. They are then asked to describe their bodies in a neutral and non-judgmental fashion. The aim that over time this will desensitize reaction. It seems that looking in the mirror may lead people with eating disorder symptoms to be more distressed and to pay more attention to external features of the body and body appearances. This is not surprising because we know that people affected by an eating disorder tend to focus more on the appearance of their bodies, often ignoring the internal bodily sensations. Okay, that's all about my review and article. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Juelvani Alifiansyah. My absent is 4 and today I will review an article news. Okay, let's move to the review. This is review from the news article with the title Garuda holds plain face mask design contest to promote health protocol. The news was brought Muhammad Fikih Prawira Aji from the Jakarta Post, Jakarta on Friday, 2nd October 2020 at 12 p.m. The news have one page only and you can access with following the web page from the Jakarta Post. This news is about competition to design face mask livery from national flag carrier Garuda Indonesia as part of its campaign to promote health protocol amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Garuda Indonesia allowed and invites all people to submit their mask livery design for the planes. The participant can post their design through Instagram or Twitter with the four most attractive designs selected from participants will use as the Garuda Indonesia aircraft livery, and as reward each participant will get one Garuda Indonesia business class airplane ticket. The limit time for submit the design until the end of October 2020, and the airline will announce the winner on the 7th November 2020. Meanwhile, the airline had previously painted a blue circassial mask livery on the nose of one of its Airbus A1330 1900 Neocraft. It is hopefully our effort from Garuda Indonesia Airlines can help increase public awareness on the application of health protocol in everyday life, especially for using masks. Well, even though these news are short, not mean these news are not interesting. These news are given announcement for the artwork to create the best design for win the competition. Other side, the news to promote mandatory mask wearing measure to help curb the transmission of the coronavirus. So far, compare advantage disadvantage, maybe advantage will dominate this news. That's all from me. This is my review. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadila Faiza. I'm from Academic Reading D. And in here, I want to present my review news article about 201,031 disasters occurred in Republic of Indonesia until September 2020. This news is written by Jabar Ramdhani from Detik News. The National Disaster Management Agency, or BNPB, recorded more than 2,000 disasters from January to September. BNPB notes that 99% of the disasters that occurred were hydrometeorological disasters, such as floods, tornadoes, and landslides. BNPB recorded the highest number of incidents, namely flooding, as much as 791 times. After that, there were 573 tornadoes, 387 landslides, 314 forest and land fires, 26 tidal waves or abrasion, 22 droughts, 13 earthquakes, and 5 volcanic eruptions. The disaster that occurred has an impact on the loss of life and property. BNPB recorded 322 people died and disappeared, 454 were injured, and 4,481,641 were displaced. Meanwhile, infrastructure damage, disaster resulted in damage to the residential sector, 31,749 housing units, 627 educational facilities, 653 religious facilities, and 128 health facilities which were damaged to the natural disaster. The Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics Agency, or BMKG, informs about weather phenomena that can trigger a hydrometeorological disaster until the end of the year. Head of the BMKG Climate Change Information Center, Supari, informed that the forecast for the start of the rainy season in October will occur in several areas of Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, and a small part of Sulawesi, North Maluku, and West Nusa Tenggara, said Raditya, head of the BNPB Disaster Data Information and Communication Center. I think this news article is very informative. We can know that so many disasters occur in country in these years, so we can take care more of our environment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Sita Farisa Setiabudi and I'm from class D. Today I would like to review about the news article and the title is Philippines reopens resort island of Boracay amid virus threat. This article was published by the Jakarta Post on Friday, 2nd October 2020 at 7 p.m. Boracay is one of the famous resort islands in the country's central region as a part of its bid to boost the country's economy as threats from the coronavirus pandemic linger. No one has had the coronavirus since June, and the government has decided to allow the tourists that want to visit Boracay Island. But they must have negative COVID-19 test result. Before reopening happens, officials examine whether businesses certified to operate are complying with the health protocols. One of the person who managed this place said that it's better to start with a small number of tourists so the health protocols in place can be tested. To me, this article has complete information, but there is no author's name. I think it's better if they type the author's name. And I think that's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Zalfan Rusasabila from D class and welcome to my video. Okay, here I want to tell you about my review article and the title is Avoid Skin Lightening Cream at All Costs. This article is discussed about the dangers of using whitening cream can damage the skin because it contains some harmful substances like mercury and hydroquinone. The LGS says that this whitening cream is being sold by rich traffickers online or in a number of other places. Hydroquinone can remove upper layer of skin, increase the risk of skin cancer and cause liver and kidney damage. Mercury can cause such life-threatening health problems unless they are prescribed by a doctor. Cream containing hydroquinone, steroids or mercury is banned in the UK because of their potentially serious side effects. And anyone still selling dangerous cream will be sentenced to prison. Simon Blackburn from LGA says skin cream containing banned substance is very dangerous and can seriously damage your health, injure you for life and even kill you. So, all of this should be avoided at all costs. And for customers, it's best to be careful about choosing whitening cream and make sure the product you have chosen suits your needs and contains no such harmful substances as mercury and hydroquinone. And also urges the consumers not to take an interest in the cheap price because it can be risky. Okay, I think that's all my review article about the avoid skin lightening, and thank you for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Salsabila Nisa Rohma, and today I want to tell you about my review of news article. This news article is written by Ashley Thompson and published on Voice of America's website on 22 September 2020 by title As Some U.S. College Student Party Other Report Them. It report about a senior student years reporting other student go attend parties. He uploading picture and video on Twitter. The image show students gathered in large group at swimming pools, outside bars, and other places. Most of the students are seen without masks, Actually, the university has a form on its website where violation of the school's COVID-19 rules can be anonymously reported. But the University of Missouri Senior says that publishing such information on media social adds a different level of accountability. Many colleges in US try to keep their students to wear masks and do social distancing even though it's outside the campus area. But they admit that it is very difficult. Ryan Craig is higher education advisor and businessman. He said it was foolish to think that college students would follow social distancing and making requirements. But someone said reporting parties also increase the chance of completing the school year on university grounds. This article is reported by writer Well and very informative for many people. This is from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Laili Nurmasari from Class D. Today I would like to review the news article, and the title of the news is France to gradually ban wild animals from traveling circuses and dolphins from marine parks. So this article was written by Christopher Brito and published on the 30th of September 2020. The news is talking about the banning of wild animals from traveling circuses and dolphins from marine parks in France. This country has announced that it will gradually ban wild animals in traveling circuses. This action is a part of an array of measures focused on animal welfare. Wild animals such as bears, lions, tigers would no longer be allowed in traveling circuses under the ban. But the ban would not apply to zoos or other permanent attractions or shows. The country's ecological transition minister Barbara Pompili has said that France dolphinariums will be banned from keeping orcas used in shows within 2 years. And under the same ban, the marine parks also have 7 years to stop the use of dolphins. Another impact of this ban is also to stop the building of new marine parks and breeding or bringing in new dolphins or orcas. Pompili also stated that the government is offering about $9.3 million package to help circuses and marine parks adapt to the new measures and will consider creating sanctuary for animals in captivity now. So my point of view for this article is this news article provides good information for the readers. It provides the information about banning wild animals from traveling circuses in France to protect animal welfare. And also the language used in this article is easy to understand. But I didn't found there is no exact data about the amount of wild animals, especially for the tigers, lions, bears, and other animal circus. I think it would be better if the news added the data about wild animals so that it will strengthen the reasons of banning to the readers. So that's all my review of the news article today. Thank you so much for watching, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Syamaratul Fuada from TPE Class D. I will to review article from CNN Business about Disney is laying off 28,000 employees as pandemic hammers its theme parks by Frank Pelota, update Tuesday, 29 September 2020. Disney is laying off 28,000
100,000 people in the United States as the coronavirus pandemic hammers its parks and resort business. The cuts will affect the Disney Parks, Experiences and Product Unit. The company said 67% of the employees laid off will be part-time workers. Disney Parks and Resort Division has more than 100,000 US employees. Disney's theme parks shouldn't close early this spring as the pandemic hit, dealing a huge blow to the company bottom line. The company's profit dropped a whopping 91% during the first 3 months of 2020. Disney originally planned to reopen the resort located in California on July, but that reopening was delayed indefinitely. Disney World, the company's resort in Florida, closed its doors in March as well, but it began a phased reopening for its parks in July. The resort reopened with safety protocol and health measures that include reduced capacity at its park and requiring all employees and guests to wear masks. I think enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sindona Pumana from Class C. In this video, I would like to review an article. This article written by Aranti Pradita and Oscar Ferry on the 2nd February 2016. Jakarta Government and School Transportation Management Unit to launch bus for students with disabilities. The launch was specifically for students with disabilities. Students with disabilities need more service, not only private students and national students. The bus will serve for student disabilities to take them to school and pick them up to the care house. Every weekday, the bus is prepared at 5:30 a.m. to take the students to school and 4 p.m. precisely when school finishes, and the perfect time to take the school home to the care house. The bus has a 24 seats, but the students with disabilities are only 22. Muhammad Insaf said that every student had the right to occupy a comfortable seat without anyone standing because they do not get a seat. Service on a bus, Insaf said, would of course be different from regular school bus. For example, a chauffeur driver has been instructed to ask very carefully. In addition, the driver will also be assisted by an assistant driver. In the future, Insaf added, it is possible that there will be additional bus similar to social homes and the other care house in Jakarta. I think this article is very specific and very easy for readers to understand. I think enough. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.